Sidaris. Wait!
I...
Wait! Slow down! Slow down, Movie! What the fuck was all that? Well, howdy there, Alliance members, and welcome back to It's So Worst, It's Good Bad, where Suzuki Samurais frolic through the eucalyptus and nilbog juice flows in abundance. We have just witnessed one of the most incoherent hymns you could ever imagine. Mind Trap. We've got Grizzly Adams. We've got Dream Machines. We've got Soul Possession. Fair warning, we do get a bit incoherent ourselves with a little bit of... it kind of devolves into a bit of a mess. We've also managed to pick up a hitchhiker in our nether regions. What does any of this mean? I don't know. Maybe you can explain it to me after watching this episode of the Cinematic Crap Alliance! Red leather, yellow leather. Red leather, yellow leather.
Aluminum.
And we're back. And once again, as always, we have our High Council members. We have Black Lodge Bob and Oscar Papa. How are you guys doing today?
I don't know where I am.
I feel like my mind is trapped.
Good to see you guys. I do have something very special. We have a new council member. Not only do we have a new council member, but he is also a completely different species. I'd like to welcome a pubic hair louse.
Hi everyone. How's it going? Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Can you see me okay?
Let's clear something up here. You just we were watching Gedvin, aka Champagne and Bullets. And then you just mysteriously appeared out of nowhere in the Alliance one day. Exactly.
Yeah.
Clear that up for me.
Yeah, that was... Well, I hitched a ride on Wings.
Wings Hauser. Starve. Gedvin.
Yes.
Interesting.
Thank you.
So you were crawling around in his pubes.
Normally I would be, but I was on vacation. I was in his armpit.
Oh, I see. Well, I just don't want to just call you pubic hair louse. That seems a little formal, right, guys?
Yeah.
Well,
I'm way too clinical.
You can call me Wings Louser if you want. If that's my screen name.
This is nom de pube.
Welcome to you, Wings Louser.
Thank you. It's an honor.
Sounds like you've been around Hollywood quite a bit. Out of any celebrity in Hollywood, who would you say's nether regions taste the most delicious?
Ooh, I'd say Dudley Moore. He had a very good diet.
What would you say Dudley Moore tastes like?
Liver, onions.
That sounds absolutely awful.
To each their own.
Alright, enough with this bullshit. Let's talk about Mind Trap. 1989, aka Danger USA. It's stupid, the acting's terrible. It makes zero fucking sense.
The best thing I came up with while we were watching this was that it plays like a choose your own adventure book read in page order.
That's amazing. I think that this movie was meant to be incomprehensible, but the people making it were totally talentless as well.
And then as a cherry on the top of all that, this movie has Dan fucking Haggerty, aka Grizzly Adams, even though he's barely in this, which just kind of seemed to have been his MO in his later years. Speaking of Grizzly Adams, if you aren't ancient like we are, how old are you, by the way?
I've been around. Let's just say I'm a little older than you guys.
Have you ever dined on beard?
I knew a gal that did once, but no, not me.
She got lost in that thing for months. Yeah, he struggled with being typecast. He did a lot of infomercials and a lot of terrible movies. We've definitely seen him in a few here. You guys recall the Christmas movie Elves? So this movie also has Lyle Wagoner, who most of us old people would remember him from the original Wonder Woman TV series from the 70s. And Black Lodge Bob, you're a huge DC fan. Why don't you tell us who his character was on Wonder Woman and what actor plays him these days?
Chris Pine, who plays him these days, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Steve Trevor.
Steve Trevor, that is correct. Yeah.
Yep.
What 70s comedy sketch show was Lyle Wagoner known for before Wonder Woman?
Would that be Rona Martin's Laughing?
Does this give you a hint?
Oh, Carol Burnett.
All right, yeah, Carol Burnett show. Yeah, Lyle Wagoner was on the Carol Burnett show. He played the handsome straight man in all the sketches. Really quickly, I'm going to talk about the director here. His name was Ames Demetrius. Does anybody know what his grandparents were famous for? His first name is a big clue there, Ames.
Oh, the chair?
That is right. His grandparents designed the Ames chair.
That explains the Mind Trap chair.
Oh, right. That was it. That was an Ames chair at the end.
Oh.
Oh, it might have been.
Nice.
Nice catch. His IMDb page, even though he's hasn't made anything, his bio is 3 pages long, and now all he does now is runs TED Talks about furniture design because something his grandparents did. This movie also has the composer from Samurai Cop in it. Absolutely recognize that. Alright, so enough of the history lesson. Let's break down what happened in this film.
Oh, God.
We possibly can. Okay, so this movie starts off with a mind trap.
There's a woman sleeping on a couch. She has no pillowcase on her pillow. And Steve Trevor is breaking in and trying to open a safe. She wakes up, and there's hilarity.
You always know the right thing to say to a girl.
Cute.
Sorry, Nigel.
Her name isn't Nigel.
Do it. Yes.
Oh, yeah!
Catapult.
The old pussy
Never buy a
foot.
house from some.
During this scene, there were these weird sort of cuts to the exterior of a giant Mack truck with a big trailer on it. We're like, what the fuck is going on? Turns out the whole thing's taking place inside the trailer.
So we got mind trap with the house being in a trailer, but the very next scene we're in a movie theater.
We're watching a movie within a movie. And there's a bit of a bait and switch because I got very emotionally invested with the character in that, and I never got resolution. You have Grizzly Adams in a smashing ensemble. What are they even talking about? I can't stop concentrating on this outfit.
Yeah. Oh. Or the song.
this necklace.
So simplistic.
We've seen Dan Haggerty in so many movies now. I feel like he puts it in his contract that they have to let him wear
I'm
giant,
not saying
gaudy
the whole war's
jewelry.
over, but I think we ought to give it a try.
It's just who he is and what he is, man.
Doing one of his commercials would be like
It's the magic that maintains his life force.
Maintained, you mean.
Yeah, more to the point.
Well, they made him take it off.
Yeah, they finally snuck in a no jewelry clause into his contract.
No, he didn't. He didn't realize that the TSA was going to make him take it off. Just fell to dust at the airport.
And then we're immediately introduced to the sound mixing into this film.
Anytime there's a pop song in this film, it is predominant in a scene, and it becomes impossible to tell what anybody is talking about.
Junior officer's mess.
Well, what about the place you were staying?
I can't fucking hear a word of
Yes.
I know the music is so goddamn
told me
loud.
that before you...
Mics sound like they're 3 miles away.
There's where they just overdub lines for some reason. A character will say a line, and their next line will be in a completely different voice, at a completely different volume level.
It keeps me young. It keeps me hip. It keeps me in tune with America.
That's what keeps you in touch with the 90s, sir.
Whoa!
Absolutely. And I have it on good authority that
Or as they say in your country, it takes more than one
gulag to make an archipelago.
No!
Boom!
It sounds like one of us doing this. And, we're like, wait, did you say that? Was that in the movie? And at one point, I think we heard it sounded like somebody was having sex.
Here, but most callback auditions are so boring. They're so monotonous. People get all worked up. I do kind of a reverse Stanislavski. You like
I'm
it?
hearing that. Okay, I'm not the only one hearing that. I was checking my other tabs.
A lightness, a realism to the scene. I mean, you talked about it.
Oh shit! Do I have Pornhub open?
She has this boyfriend who's in the Navy. And Dan Haggerty is the movie director.
Roger Rack is doing an anti-terrorism commercial. I want to get you an audition.
Who's Rack?
What is an anti-terrorism commercial?
I don't know, but I don't like it.
Of course.
Next,
I know it
don't be a terrorist.
Can you do that commercial?
Terrorism ain't cool.
It doesn't explain this. We figure this out as the scene goes along. We're transported to this producer's studio. Where it looks like he's recording a session with a chef. What was his name on his hat?
Wolf,
the teppanyaki chef.
Darling,
The chef. Are they cutting an album with that chef? Is that what's going on?
Must be.
Proto ASMR.
Nazi, communist, crypto, faggot, queer bait Miller.
Was this movie written yesterday?
You got 10 seconds more. I got to.
Hey! Hello.
Take your point. Right, okay, great. I love you. Right. Bye.
Did you change your hair?
2-minute maximum on any phone.
What is going on?
You gotta keep up, Phil. This is ripped from the headlines.
To confuse us even more, the next scene takes place with a crazy old guy in a hospital gown in a bathroom.
Whoa! Hey! God! Damn, let go! Bedlow, when I get out of here, I'm packing heat. I'm gonna get you, you hear me?
Fucking Bedlow. Always doing that.
At this point, the director has trapped our minds. They delivered the goods.
It does this cutting thing where it's like he's running in the hospital, but then we see the actress like, oh, Dad. We realize that she's an actress in a film playing on a TV at like the guard station. And apparently the movie she was in was BJ Butt at the OK Corral.
Which they show all the time on the military base.
Shane in it. Bloody movie.
Hey, that's my sister getting shot.
No shit, she's great. They're showing this movie all the time these days.
At the Shayna Bedlow Film Festival. I like it.
BJ Butt at the OK Corral.
Apparently, it's on all the time.
Yeah. Weird thing to relay.
He does run into his daughter, and she's like, "Oh, you're alive." And he's
No, but
like,
the other daughter, not the actress daughter. She's a brunette, but the blonde daughter, the sister.
Not confusing at all. And then the clap on, clap off.
I'll never forget that scene.
Clap her on, clap her off.
What? Why did she say
this riveting scene of a clapper battle?
I'm sorry, darling, but listen, no time.
What's the matter? Why are you doing
Shut up! And he slaps her and the lights go off.
Everywhere.
And then these European terrorists, the masks come in.
Ah, yes,
the key to a dream room.
To the dream room, yes.
This military unit, led by a stereotypical Cold War villainess, dump an excessive amount of ammunition into this old man.
Guys, stop! You're making the clapper go nuts.
He's still alive!
What?
You didn't get him! We missed!
He hands the daughter a key, which she manages to glue with blood to the bottom of a desk.
I think she put a booger in there, too.
You're missing one of the best lines in the movie there.
Am I, though?
Besides, we heard the guard while we were talking.
You know your father was an accomplished ventriloquist.
Yes, but...
Sir, I asked you,
What?
was that man the line of your daughter?
Of course!
They killed him for his...
Mine trap.
Oh, that's fine.
Oh, crazy.
Mine trap!
You might be the only one who wants to use the dream room for good. Everyone else wants to use it for torture or mind control. There's even supposed to be some renegade anti-Gorbachev KGB after the damn
The dream room.
Look, I tell you, they kidnapped
I feel like we should already know what that is, but...
Fellow, but I don't see
Yeah.
a shred of evidence.
Do you guys want to start over?
We go straight to the party. It's like one of the saddest, weirdest parties you've ever seen. The main actress, the main character of the movie, is singing in a band and is god awful, just horrible.
I'm gonna need this. Big bum, big bum.
God. Yeah, I'll be in your weird mind trap movie, but you have to let me and my band have a song in it.
Can't you let these people just enjoy a good meal? What the
you just blow a fart on her tits.
Just...
Oh, so...
Okay.
You know, there is a sacred triangle between the director of projections and his girlfriend. Hang on, baby.
Oh, boy.
He's actually just gonna take a shit in front of him.
Who wants to tell us about the second song that the girl sang?
Hey, another song.
You know, I couldn't tell if it was soul possession or soul confession.
Soul possession? And it was just her saying soul possession over and over and over.
And we even cut away and then came back to soul possession.
In an office.
And we came in to hear this part again.
There's actually nothing else to the song.
This is the worst. It's totally ruined when the sister stumbles in and says, "Dad's not dead."
He was alive. I saw him, but they killed him again.
Oh my
God.
Again.
Wait, how did he come back to life?
Maybe he came back to life in the dream room?
He escaped the mind trap.
Well, at least she stopped the fucking singing.
There's a silver lining. This is the worst Betty and Veronica spin-off ever.
At their apartment, the two sisters and the mother, who we've been introduced to at this point.
What's the room like?
It's a terrible movie. You guys want to hear Soul Possession?
I got an acapella arrangement.
So the Russian girl's there, and the blonde guy, Mojo, right?
They call me Mojo, for more Johnson than you ever see. Check it out, Dean. What do you think, huh?
Oh, Jimo just one handsome hog there.
A lot of these movies you watched in the 80s. What was up with all the rape in the movies in the 80s? Like,
I think it was a metaphor for unfettered capitalism.
what was the other line?
Don't worry about it. This is the way it gets just before it turns into 10 miles of pink steel.
And then some guy, he's got a ski mask on.
No, you'll just make himself
Gimp.
Don't worry, you'll get your turn.
It sounds like a fucking Tuscan Raider. The whole scene ends with a grenade blowing up the apartment. This starts her on a revenge tour, killing these people one at a time. So she sets her sights on Mojo and heads off to a war museum for some reason.
She shows up at the closed war museum dressed like a hooker. They then immediately leave the war museum, and he instructs her to drive his car, which has different animal print seat covers.
Yeah, this is my jam. Ah!
Hey, I know that guy.
Hey, I know that guy.
Hey, pull over. Or I'll blow your brains out. Look out!
What the fuck?
Eventually, she unhooks his seatbelt, hits the brakes really hard, launches him out of the car where he's impaled.
Hey, how you doing there, Wings? I'm just checking in on you.
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah?
Do you want me to tell you what happens next in the movie?
Yes, please.
Absolutely.
Okay, well, I don't really know. Because it cuts straight to the lead actress in new clothes, jumping out of her truck, her Jeep Cherokee or whatever. Come after your four wins.
Wait, what?
What?
What's happening? How did we get from
tumbleweeds?
How did we get from there to here?
Well, it turns out it was all just a movie again. The directors ensnared our minds.
Mind trap!
Mind trap.
Mind trap.
I'm sweaty. I'm taking my pants off.
Let's all take our pants off.
Alright, next she puts her sights on the goofy guy.
Yeah.
Is this Tuscarora
Yes.
guy?
Good place for that.
Yes, it is.
If only he had a front porch you can do that on.
Yeah.
There wasn't a mark on that wood.
It leads to this whole chase scene. I guess they walk into somebody's backyard where there's like a dominatrix session going on.
Oh, but the pleasure was all mine. Hate to beat and run.
He's getting away, butt cake.
Valid point.
Shoes? Wait!
I...
Wait! Slow down! Slow down, movie! What the fuck was all that?
Maybe it was an accident.
What was that?
Oh no!
Now they're at the Beverly Center!
Oh.
Descalator.
This guy's in cahoots with them, right? So she's got to kill the evil producer guy, and then she's got to kill...
Natasha.
Are you okay, darling? Have all night.
We must get Moose and Squirrel.
Would have been proud of me.
She lures him to the storage unit, which turns into, like, they go inside and it's like a cave. He says, I'm going to tie you up and blow you up with a bomb, and I'm going to videotape it to make a
Snuff commercial.
So her ex-fiance is there, who's totally, if we find out that he was with the bad people all along.
So he's tying her up, and she tries to persuade him to let's have one last screw.
Robbie, there's something I want you to do for me. I want you once more before.
Shit in my mouth.
Just tell them you need to check the rope.
Manages to make sure he does not finish in the time that he has.
He uses him as a shield for when the bomb goes off. We're teleported once again to a completely different location where the evil producer's chasing her through a tunnel.
Oh, loud music!
Loud music!
Jeez! Good lord!
Where the fuck are they now? I never know where anybody is! She kills the fucking guy. At this point, we just don't care. Another crazy edit, and then she is in the fucking dream rooms. Finally, we're in the dream room. Fuck. Are they in the TARDIS now?
Family.
Trust me.
Look at that computer console to the
I'll
left.
wait to give you a ride.
Suit yourself.
It's just like Christmas lights stuck through cardboard.
Yeah.
Could be a light bright.
And
But there is a very nice chair.
There's a lovely Ames chair. Yes, that's true.
Oh, right, the Ames chair. Ties it all together.
Finally, we're getting to the mine trap. Or it's probably just a movie she's in. Oh, whoops. Getting a lot of use out of that clapper.
She starts tripping out and she's seeing her dead family. It's still dying.
Oh, God! And then is it that? I think it's at that point that it sort of cuts back to the dream room and the chair is empty.
Beauty said, eh?
And
Clap off! Clap off! Oh, fuck!
Mind trap!
Mind trap.
I definitely agree. Maybe was the intention of the director that the entire film was her in the dream chair the whole time.
It was like they were trying to sort of speak in the language of dreams.
It also answers a lot of questions about Dan Haggerty's clothes.
It just wasn't executed very well. There's not really much of a payoff or a tie-in or a reasoning behind it all. All right, that's enough of that. Let's rate this motherfucker. Let's start off with Wings Louser. Give us the scale of 1 to 10.
Yeah, it's weird. I'm actually having a bit of a hard time trying to rate cheese against this movie, but I guess so. I mean, there was a lot of gratuitous nudity. There's some originality in it, but oh god, I'll just give it a 7. That's it.
I think it was pretty middle of the road. I'm actually gonna give it a 5.
Yeah, I was leaning towards a 6, but honestly, the anachronism of Dan Haggerty's beard pushes me up to a 7. I mean, honestly, these days, who has a big fucking beard but fucking hipsters and white nationalist terrorists?
I'm actually gonna go up to a 6 from a 5 because I just remembered some of all that really cheesy lines and dialogue. The 10 inches of pink steel. Soul possession.
Oh god, yeah. Oh fuck.
Bump me up to an 8.
Oh,
Bump me up to an 8.
Yeah, oh god, the cheese of the actress's band being in it for 2 songs. Wow.
So yeah, I'll go 7 actually.
Oscar, back to you for bad acting.
Sorry, that was Oscar. I thought you said Bob. Bad acting. Shit.
Bobster.
Nani the fuck?
Wings Wizard.
Filth Papa.
Oh, I like that one.
Yeah, so do I.
Can I be your Filth Papa? I want to be your Filth Papa. Oscar bad acting.
Oh, Papa. I'm trying to conjure up any good acting in this, and it's pretty fucking hard to do. It's not the worst we've ever seen, but it's pretty fucking bad. Definitely phony.
I'm a wizard, I'll conjure it for you.
Yeah. Let's go 8 on bad acting.
It didn't offend me, so I'm gonna go 7.
I think I'm actually gonna go 6.
I think 7. I think Dan Haggerty was excellent. The topless secretary had a plucky cameo, so 1 point each for them. And one. That's only. Well, I'll give it 8 then.
put me down to a 7. Only reason I'm not going to a 6 is because of the atrocious, like, faux Russian accent from the...
That actually bumped me up to a 7.
I was gonna say, just cut off after I said 1 point for each, because then I did my arithmetic bad. It was 2 off instead of 3, so just...
Too late! Mind trap!
Oh, God.
Oh, that was like all alcohol at the bottom of that ring. Wings, back to you for fun.
I gotta say, I don't think I like this one as much as a lot of the other ones. Wasn't bad though, but I'll give it a 6.
I like this one. I you know me, I particularly like when I'm lost and I don't know what's going on, and there's so many fucking weird choices. This movie fascinated me. I couldn't shut up. I'm gonna give it an 8.
I'm with Wings. I'm gonna give it a 6 as well.
I enjoyed the hell out of this. I'll go 8 as well.
Ineptitude.
Oh, Jesus. It's gotta be a 10. Seriously, some of the worst sound design we've ever heard.
Some of the worst
sound design we've ever heard.
I feel like I should have some sort of bland pop song playing while I'm trying to say this so you can't fucking hear me. Horrible sound. Like, seriously, some of the worst.
I want to go higher, but I think I'm going to give it an 8 for ineptitude.
I guess I'll give it a little bit of credit. I'll give it a 9.
I was gonna give it an 8, and then I remembered the last scene with the Christmas lights and the cardboard set and the... That deserves a whole point, so I'll give it a 9.
This one gets a 10 for what the fuck, because I didn't know what the fuck was going on to the whole thing.
Yeah, I have no idea what I just watched. Yeah, 10.
Yep.
Wings. Overall fun. How much?
Oh, it pains me to say it, but I something, I don't know, maybe I was having a bad week, but I think I'll give it a 6.
This movie tickles my filthy fancy. I'm giving it a 9.
So I think I'm going to give it an 8.
Alright, real quick, the average scores from everybody. Cheese scored an average of 6.75. Bad Acting got a 7.25. Crap-On got a straight up 7. Ineptitude was even 9. What the Fuck got a perfect 10. And Overall Fun landed at an 8. For an overall final score of also 8. Alright, guys. Once again, super good times, Wings.
Thank you, it was great being here. Thank you, Phil Blizzard. It's very kind.
I don't know if this looks appealing, but you can hang out on my beard anytime.
Alright, on that note, good night, everybody. I'm heading out.
Good night.
Oh, God, no.
Clap off! Clap off!
If you haven't already, please like and subscribe. And if you wish to enslave the earth one bad movie at a time, then find us on Instagram and officially join the alliance. One more time. What's the name of the movie? One more time.
Sorry. Oh, I got it out without laughing. Now, hang on. Oh. Oopie doopie doopie. God damn it. Oh. And apparently the name of the movie was BJ Butt at the OK Corral.
One more time. What was the name of that movie?